And good afternoon, I'm Percy Ihara with Akamai Seniors TV, and this is my co-host, Anjanette.
Angie Wahine Kapu.
Wahine Kapu. I always get that's such a great name, Angie, but I call her Angie. I am Percy, so this is our Akamai TV show. We're here every month on Olelo. Tell your friends, families. If you can go to our website, Akamai Seniors, we have a lot more information there. But today we're going to really talk, every day we talk about senior things. That's all we do.
Right.
All my clients are seniors, and I deal with their family. But all your clients with Medicare, Angie's with financial benefits insurance from the Big Island, but you have clients all over the state,
all
right?
All seniors, and actually the caregivers too, right? Right
Yeah.
Nowadays, the family, the children are also aging in, right? So
Yes, well, I did already. I'm 66 now. Hard to believe, you know?
I know.
You're supposed to say I look good.
you do look good, though.
Anyway,
don't worry.
My wife said the same thing. So. Anyway, welcome to the show. Like I said, AkamaiSeniors.org is our website. And if you need Medicare information, that's her job. But really our job today is really trying to provide information to our seniors, their families. That's why we do the nonprofit. And so today we're going to really talk about aging issues. I mean, that's all we talk about. But
right.
I wanted to try and drill down to some of the things that Akamai Seniors is doing. Because last year, in 2025, they did a senior fair in Hilo, their first time doing it. And you
Very
had
successful.
How many people now?
We had over 400 people show up, and you know, really we're a resource, right? So a little different than most companies out there. We want to make sure that when you come into the office, you know, that we can help you to find the help that you need out there, because there's so many seniors right now that I notice that seem to be more isolated. So
especially in Hilo. But you had 400 seniors, and
yes.
And so we're going to do that every year from now on.
Yep.
So in 2026, we have one in September again. You have the date.
Wednesday, September 9th.
Wednesday, September 9th.
In Hilo. But we're also at the Sangha Hall.
Sangha Hall. Well, you guys know where all that's at. Kilauea Avenue.
It's well known. Everyone knows Sangha Hall there. But also we'll be doing another senior fair on Kauai.
Island of Kauai.
Yes, that's going to be our first there. And that's going to be also on a Wednesday, May 6th.
May 6th. And not to mess you up, but I was not involved with all the meeting planning. Where is it going to be at?
And on Kauai, you know what? I will go ahead.
It's in the War Memorial, right? Kauai War Memorial. That's right. So hopefully we'll have breakfast there, because I know the Big Island, Hilo, you've got to come early. Because last year we had KTA bring in 400 breakfasts.
And it actually ran out. So
it ran out?
Yes, so that if you want to get food, and of course this year we're going to have more things because that was our first year doing a senior event, so we're a little more prepared for it. We'll have more food for our kupuna out there and more vendors. We're working on it right now. I haven't actually worked on the Kauai area, so this will be my first, and I'll be able to go and enjoy some of the things as well.
Yeah, so if you have family, friends on Kauai, let them know, especially Big
join
Island.
us.
I didn't realize there's that many seniors on Hilo. You had 450, I heard.
Yes, and that was actually, I mean, we deal, for myself, I have over 700 clients. So we have a lot of seniors, and one of the things that I love about it is that they come back out into the community. We don't want them isolating themselves. Get to know what's available, what's out there, what resources are there, even just to have fun and socialize.
Yeah.
So.
But it's important you come, especially the one on Kauai. This is the first time we're doing it. And we'll have the Office on Aging there, the area agencies on aging over there, disabilities agency will be there, we'll be there. It's just a good gathering
coming
over
up
there.
As well, right? With the Aging in Place, you have something.
And if you guys read the Generations magazine, which financial benefits insurance, I'm involved with it, Akamai Seniors is in there. In the Generations magazine, we always do, I think this year is our 18th or 19th year doing our Aging in Place workshop. That's at the Alamon Hotel. It's on August 1st. It's the first Saturday of the month. And it's very, very busy. You want to bring a friend because you can't, so we have 6 rooms going on at one time. And different speaker, we switch out every hour.
So let me ask you a question. So how has it grown over the years from when you first started till now, till today?
So I can't remember the year we started because this is our 18th year doing it. So I would guesstimate, we didn't do it 2 a year when COVID was around. So I'm going to guesstimate we did it about 2006 or 7. Kirk Matthews and I were a good friend. We started before the magazine actually. and then the magazine came up. Or it might have started about the same time, 2010. But yeah, it's been a great event. Today we started about 300-400 the first years, and then I think last year, 2025, we had 1,800.
Well, yeah, because you have breakout rooms and they can
Breakout
go into
rooms.
different
We
subjects.
have close to 50 vendors. All the state, city agencies, nonprofits will be there. So it's just something that I tell people every week. Bring a friend, bring a son or daughter, bring a cousin, bring a neighbor, bring your girlfriends, because you cannot watch 6 rooms at one time. So usually we'll get the schedule.
Team up,
and
get
you go
out
there,
there and
I
get
go
your
here, I want
subjects.
to do this, yes.
Okay, good,
not to
good.
promote Starbucks, but they have a great Starbucks downstairs. It's a great lounge area, so it's afterwards you'll see people there bringing their bag of stuff and sharing it with everybody. It's quite funny, but it's the best event out there, because you're going to have professionals that we vet, by the way, that we know personally, that I trust, to talk about different areas of aging. And dementia room, caregiver rooms are probably the busiest rooms. The financial, legal, and reverse mortgage room in mine is pretty good. The healthy aging one is very, very busy. Then we had one on Medicare, right?
Right.
And then we had one.
Absolutely. Well, this is the
fall
reason
prevention,
why
healthy living.
you work with, Akamai Seniors works with you, because you're so involved with the community, with our seniors, and getting them involved and knowing that they have a place to go.
Yeah, yeah. So tell your friends on the Big Island, tell your friends on Kauai that we'll be there this year in 2026. But I know, so Angie is a Medicare specialist, professional. I always, whenever I see you, I want to know, what's the update? What's going on in the Medicare space now?
Well, this year was a really, I would say, a quiet year as
So-
far as enrollment, but a lot of busyness in the air, in the Medicare space. I feel like a lot of seniors were very nervous when they came into the office. We do have a local office over in Hilo where they can actually come in as a resource center. And that's what I felt like with them, that they were very nervous, afraid to make changes, because there's so much talk in the Medicare space, so much change is going on, and they're afraid of, getting hurt, right? I do know that there's some movement going on, a lot of talk about doctors, and I would say for all of you not to worry about it, because this happens all the time, right? There's always contracting going on behind the scene. It's not normally so public. I mean, in the mainland, they do this every year, right? When you deal in the Medicare space, Medicare Advantage plans, they change every year.
I did not know
Doctors change
that.
every year, yes. So, and it's normally a seamless process. And so right this year, we've been noticing a lot of news going out and information, a lot of talk about doctors not accepting certain networks. What I will say for all of you, that don't be afraid. Get together with your agent. If you have a local agent, talk to them. They will
should
take
have a
you
local
through the
agent.
process.
What are you talking about?
Absolutely. Well, sometimes they don't.
I
Really,
know.
they
do.
don't.
Trust me, there's
right?
nothing the mainland guys, that's a call center. Call, you just sign up with Medicare with them. You see the commercials. They can't do
Yeah.
anything better than somebody dealing that you can see face to face, you can
Right.
trust locally.
Right, and you're here, and they can walk you through things. I mean, and also as a local agent, I know for myself, a lot of times I'll go into the Social Security office with them. I'll sit down with
your
them.
office is near them, right?
We're right next door.
Oh, you're right next door.
Right.
So in that, what mall is that over there?
At the Prince Kahio Plaza. We're right next door to the Social Security office. And there's many times that my clients will come in and they're like, Angie, can you just come with me? Just more for
Really?
support, right?
That's great.
A lot of seniors, they don't have their kids with them. Right, that is one of the things that you see a lot. They don't have a relationship with their children.
What do kids go away from college and say, I'm not
Move
coming
on,
back
busy.
to that old town,
Right.
the town I grew up in.
Don't be too busy for your parents.
Absolutely. No, really.
No, really. I mean, spend that time with your parents, because tomorrow's never promised, right? But they don't want to be a burden onto you. And so a lot of times they come into our office and we take them by their hand. So I know,
Good for you.
I know next week I'm going with someone, I'm going to sit with them in the Medicaid office to help, so that she can help I
In
can
the
help her
Medicaid
understand.
office.
Yes, the quest integration, because she doesn't understand it, and sometimes they just get so overwhelmed, and they don't want to make a mistake. They don't want to say something wrong. They absolutely need the help. So now, just so that you know, Medicaid is state. It's completely different. It's not Medicare. They do work together, perfect marriage with one another, but they're totally different type of products, right? So, and Medicaid help is help from the state. You have to qualify for that. And this year, that's what I've been noticing. A lot of people are losing Medicaid. They're losing their quest integration. They're not qualifying. There's
What's kicking them out from qualifying?
they're doing so with everything with the Inflation Reduction Act, when they had, with all of the changes going on, and making sure that people are actually on there that need the help, right? So they're making sure they get their information updated with them more often. Whereas before it was like once a year they would get a letter, and if there's no changes, no problem, don't worry about responding. Now they're having to do it more.
Yeah.
At first I thought I saw it going on like every 6 months. I know that there is some of their customers, our clients, that are coming in and they're being told to come in monthly. I don't know how they're going to handle that. I'm like, just don't worry, just keep, as long as you're doing everything right, and if you need any help, we're here to help you.
Yeah.
I'm not a Medicaid expert. I don't work for them, but I'll be glad to go with you and help guide you through this.
Yeah, so that's one of the, before we started the show, I was telling Angie that, I've been involved on a state level, policy level, that probably in about 2010, 2012, the Office of an Agent did a survey. And we want to figure out what issues are arising with our kupuna in Hawaii. And the biggest issue they had was people were confused or didn't know the difference between Medicare and Medicaid. So Medicaid, you have Medicaid for health insurance, which Angie is talking about. And then there's also Medicaid for long-term care. And you have to qualify for both. But Medicaid in the state of Hawaii used to be about 50-50 from what I heard. In other words, 50% of the Medicaid dollars comes from the federal government.
Okay.
Medicare is 100% federal government. But however, I hear now that we're losing funding on the Medicaid side, so actually the state has to probably bring in about 60% or maybe even more.
And that's part of the reason they're having to do this, to be able to withstand it, to get through this and be able to help people that really need the help.
Yeah.
I do know when you age in, they actually start to really look at your assets.
Age in when you're 65.
When you turn 65, once you get Medicare, they will start to look at what you have.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Income-wise.
It's no longer just your income.
Oh, it's not just the income?
No, they look at what you own and your assets.
On the Medicaid health insurance side?
That's what they're asking for now.
They never did that before.
Oh, I believe that they did.
They did, but they didn't probably pay attention to that.
So I just noticed that it's happening more when they get older. They have to now it shifts, right? And they have to provide all of their assets to them, and making sure that they do qualify.
So that's a good point, guys, because right now, 25, 26, the political unrest, the politics going on in Congress, Hawaii is going to get hurt a little bit more. Obviously, we're a big Democratic state. We've talked about the president in not so happy light.
But what I have seen is there's difference of opinions when people come into the office. I have a lot of seniors, a lot of kupuna that come in, and then they're happy that this is happening, right? Because there's help for the people that need the help. I mean, there's different opinions on that. We don't want to get caught that. We don't want to go in the rabbit hole.
As long as it won't affect you, right?
Yeah.
But it's true.
Yes, it is.
But anyway.
It's actually very sad because the ones that can't afford it. It's really sad to see some of our kupuna, they live off of $900. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Can you imagine living off of that? I mean, how do you make your money work for you, right? That's why it's important what he does, what you do, right? You actually help people plan for retirement.
Plan for retirement, plan for long-term care. And if you go on my Facebook page or my website, going forward, is that we really talk about how the home equity, usually home equity, whether it's a reverse mortgage home equity line or the bank of credit union home equity line, most of my clients today are using it to pay for long-term care.
Yeah,
you know.
because there's no actual medical insurance, no Medicare plan that will cover long-term coverage for you. But I'm so sorry, but I did want to go back a little bit just to, as far as the unrest, as far as doctors and
that's a big one.
clinical labs, and I get a lot of phone calls from clients saying, "Oh my gosh, I heard that my doctor won't accept my plan anymore."
Happens every day.
It happens all the time. It will get calmed down. Don't be afraid. If you have a local agent, reach out to your local agent because they can walk you through it. They can explain what's going on and just give you peace of mind to know that it will all settle. This happens all the time, everywhere around the U.S. It's normally very quiet in the behind the scenes, but for whatever reason, it became public here on the islands.
Yeah.
We're small. It happens. But it should be well taken care of, and the carriers that you are with that are going through this, they have a program in place to protect you, to make sure that all of your bills are taken care of during this time of contracting. Okay, so it will be fine.
Okay.
Okay.
I hope so, because there's been so many changes in the healthcare world. I mean, look at all the strikes going on. Now HPH and HMSA want to convert together. I don't know the answers to that, but all I say is, like Andrew said, work with your family, keep on contact with your family, because as you get older, it's going to be your family, your children, your niece and nephews helping you out. I should have worn my shirt. I was thinking about it, Did you ever see my shirt that says "Aging is not for sissies"?
No, I haven't.
I want to wear it to the show next time. I'll make a note of that. I have a shirt that's called "Aging is not for sissies," and it was actually a play done in about 2008 or 2009 or maybe 2010. The original play was done in Manoa, and they did it about 2018, 17, around there. They really did it again.
But really think about it. It's not for sissies, right?
It's a lot of work.
Aging is not really. I mean, I'm a caretaker. I don't need to. My father's perfectly healthy, but just being with him, being in his life, I don't want him alone. And I feel that it's so valuable every minute. I know, like with Ed, who owns Financial Benefits Insurance, he has a wonderful relationship with his children. But it's not, for us watching this, and we'll be there one day, it's like, oh.
I'm Medicare age.
Yeah, you're Medicare age, but you don't seem like it. You don't look like it. You look young. You act like you're young too.
Yeah, but that is the worries with regard to healthcare, and then we running out of money is one of the biggest things that we did through our financial surveys on a national level. Is once you reach the age of 75, a majority of people will run out of money.
Right, outgrowing everything, because there's so much things that keep you healthier. They're healthier now, right? Outliving their money.
For the most part, yeah. 92% of the people do not have long-term care insurance, which is important. I tell every senior I talk to, I find out whether they can qualify or not. I don't sell insurance, by the way, but I'll refer them out to an agent. But it's just something that people got to start thinking about. We're going to live a lot longer than maybe we want to.
Well, a lot of times with our seniors, it's their caretakers. And a lot of times nowadays here in Hawaii, I know for myself, I was a granddaughter and I took care of my grandmother and my mother. And I wish I knew the information I know now. Right? I would have planned better. So not just for seniors, if you're watching and you're with your tutu or your mom or your dad, you have questions like that, really reach out, because we deal with all of that. We are truly a resource for our community.
You can Google us. We're all over the place. I did some good, neat AI cartoons. Did you see those?
I saw that.
Google me and go to my Facebook page. Just look up Percy Ihara. Or I'm on Instagram now. You had fun with it, though, right? It took me literally like 10 minutes to make.
It's kind of scary, though, because you can actually take a photo. I did it with the owner of our agency. I had a photo of him, and I had him start talking. I made it talk.
You made it talk?
Yes.
I haven't got to that level
can
yet.
do that. AI can do that. And I had showed, gave it to Ed, and I'm like, look, Ed. And he's like, I don't like that.
It's scary.
It is, but it's fun. I will tell anyone, take advantage of AI. It's there. It's so amazing. You can go right down a rabbit hole with that, though.
I think they have a lot more worries, One of the biggest questions in the last week I've been facing with is lot of 4 families I'm working with right now, the kids have been calling me saying we're worried about mom. Yesterday I talked to a lady who's been a client, my reverse mortgage client for 20 years. She had 4 daughters, so they want to worry about when mom needs care, what do we do? Last month, I had a call from a client of mine. She's been with me 22 years ago, did a reverse mortgage with me, and she's so thankful. And wow. You know, I've done hundreds and hundreds of these, and it's hard to remember every client of mine, but I remember she had a daughter that couldn't afford to do a regular mortgage with mom, so we did a reverse mortgage, and she was great. And then after a few years, the daughter was successful enough in business to basically help out with the reverse mortgage. Oh, so wow. She's living great. It's amazing. Her name is Eva.
Hi, Eva.
And she just happened to go, Percy, I just happened to be flipping the channels, and I saw you on TV. In fact, did I tell you when I was getting my hair cut last month? And the girl cuts my hair for like 20 years, right? There's a girl next to her that's been there for I don't know how many years, but I know a little bit. I see her every time I go to my haircut. And she goes, hey, you're really good. I said, what are you talking about? She goes, I saw you on TV. And I actually stopped and watched it for a while. I said, you know a lot of stuff. I said, I've been doing this for 20-something years.
Like, and just so you guys know, he's a mentor for me, and you know, got me to get on here.
I like the word mentor.
Well, you're actually someone that's encouraged me to do this and to get out into the community more, and you know, being a resource like this and take part in the Akamai Seniors. It's
I tell people I'm your only call you need to call. That's what I've been telling my clients for the last few months now, is that you only need one call, one number, me. And if I can't answer your question, I can refer you out to somebody that does. But there's so much stuff out there, there's so much scams going on, there's so many people with the fake numbers, they call you. I get every day calls and emails and texts, even texts from my phone, scams. You know,
I mean, but even younger ones, I mean, we don't know. I don't know. I get them all the time, and you get nervous, right? So you're like answering this, like you don't know when to answer or not to answer. But as you know, for a senior or even someone my age going on there, you get all of these different scams out there. But that's what these events are really great for.
Yeah. Right. Get in front of people that you trust. You can go to Generations Magazine website. You can go to mostly Akamai Seniors website. We have all the same links out there. Before I forget, since I think last time we didn't give our phone number, what is the best way to reach you?
808-466-1243.
I'm not too sure if they have it on our name tag here, but you can always call me. You can Google me. I'm out there, 808-234-3117. But don't forget the workshops, August 1st, which is the big Aging in Place workshop at the All-in-One Hotel. We're gonna get, I would guesstimate we're gonna get about 2,000 people this year.
That's so exciting. That's fun.
You've been there before, right?
I actually have not.
You have not?
No.
Oh my goodness, shame on you.
I know, so.
You're gonna have you fly you in.
Yes, they're gonna fly me in for it this
Maybe
year for sure.
Maybe she can speak this year, you know. But it's a great event. It's like my little baby. My niece, Cynthia Arnold, runs the magazine now. And she puts on that event.
And just Generations magazines, guys. You should pick that up. It's a great magazine. It's very informative.
Big Island KTA, Kauai, Gather Federal Credit Union. We're still working on a Maui connection, but those are the 2 places we are. And of course, on Oahu, Big City Diner is a big one. Times Pharmacy, all the DIAs, the Zippies, and
in our
YMCA.
Office in Hilo, in the Prince Kuhio Mall, we have your magazines there.
You need information, it's there. If you don't find it, let us know. We'll get you connected. And so it's always just call one number and we'll take care of it. If Angie doesn't know it, she'll call me. All right?
Absolutely.
Last words for you.
You know, just enjoy yourselves. Get out there. I think I say it all the time. If you have questions about healthcare, there's no better way to get the information than someone that's local right here in your backyard. You know, because you're there and you can ask them questions anytime. You don't have to worry about trying to find their telephone number and if they're even going to be there, right? Because call centers, they're never there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't get to be with them again. So get together, build a relationship with them. They're going to be with you for as long as you're happy with their service. So I say it all the time, get with a local, someone here.
Yeah, and lastly, we have the Akamai Seniors workshop in the magazine. April, the magazine just came out, by the way. If you subscribe, you're the first one to get it. I got mine yesterday. And the magazine will not be in Iraq till probably second week of March. But in there, you'll see workshop where we're doing in April, and we do them all over the island, mostly at Big City Diner. April 1st, we're going to be at Big City Diner in Waipio. April 2nd, we'll be at Big City Diner in Pearl Ridge. In April 15th, we'll be at Kailua Big City Diner. April 17th is Kaneohe Big City Diner. And the 22nd, because Big City Diner closed in Kaimuki, we're doing it at Zippy's in Kahala on April 22nd. Those are really good workshops. We drill down to your specific needs. I can guarantee you will get a referral or resource out there. I'll educate you about things you never heard about or knew about, but you need to know about.
Well, end off with one of the questions that someone might most likely ask you when they come there.
Mostly it's about caregiving and dementia. Caregiving and dementia is a big, big issue. At the Aging in Place workshop, that's the biggest room and the biggest topic we try to cover. It's always full. People are sitting on the ground. People are leaning in from the door just to listen to the speaker, and we have excellent speakers. So there's no better event, and that's something down the road we want to do that more for the neighbor islands.
Right.
We'll take this workshop to the neighbor islands, but thank you very much.
Thank you.
AkamaiSeniors.org is our website, and if not, just give us a call. We're more than happy to help you out here. But thank you, Angie.
Thank
And we'll
you.
see you this year, 2026, August 1st at the Aging in Place workshop.
Yes, I'll
Maybe
be
we
there.
have-
I'll be first in line, right through the door.
You'll be the speaker for the year. So. Anyway, thank you very much. It's always aloha and live well, everybody.
Thank you.